to Serhat Unal. He is a member of the Coronavirus Scientific Advisory Board with the Health Ministry of Turkey. He joins us live from Ankara. Thanks so much for being with us. Are you feeling good about this, especially having seen the results out of Brazil and Indonesia?
Definitely. The number of that has been, the people has been raised up to 10,000. And so far, the response to the vaccine is, as it has been stated, more than 99% the antibody development. And there's no side effect. That is very important. And I'm very happy that we will be able to contribute to this development of a vaccine in Turkey. And we are planning to vaccine up to 13,000 volunteers from our country in 25 different centers.
Okay, so if this phase 3 trial continues to go as well as you feel it's going, can Turkey eventually fast-track a vaccine for the Turkish market?
That's what we hope, and depending on the results, of course, if they decide to license, I mean, the Minister of Health, I'm sure it will be in fast track because devastatingly all the world needs a good working vaccine, and better, sooner the better. So the government will approve that. That's what I believe.
Okay. Tell us about these volunteers, though. You're hoping to get up to a full 13,000. You've got some 10,000 that have taken it already. Who are they exactly? We know a good proportion are healthcare workers. Who else is in there?
Yeah, actually, in Turkey, we are planning to go up to 13,000. And the first 1,200 of them will be the volunteered healthcare personnel. And we will evaluate the vaccine in those people first. Why we start with healthcare personnel? Because they are under heavy risk of the disease itself. And if you see that the vaccine is tolerated well in Turkish people, no major side effect, then we will open it to the lay people, and then the total number will go up to the 13,000. But I have to state that it's a phase 3 study. And it's 1-to-1. One person will get a real vaccine and one person will get a kind of vaccine that has no antigen in it. So we will be able to compare the ones who are vaccinated and who are not vaccinated, how many of them will be infected in the future, in the next coming 3 months. And then we will be able to understand what side effect is coming, which part of the vaccine itself.
Okay. For the volunteers, though, that you have now, we were told that they are all between the ages of 18 and 60. I think one of the issues could be that the people that are most vulnerable to the worst effects of COVID-19 are those that are over 60. So what happens to that age group?
Well, actually, it's always works like that in the phase 3 studies. We try it in the younger ones. If there's a side effect, it can be more in elderly people. So elderly people will be added later in the other phase of the studies. But this first one is including 18 to 59, as you said, just to be on the sure side. Of course, if you vaccinate those age group in the real life, you will be able to break the chain and avoid them transmitting the disease to the elderly one. It's a way of the protection too. But of course, the better way to vaccinate those elderly people as well. And I'm sure will be studied soon, checking the possibility or the studying the phase 3 in the elderly people and get the good results in that age group too.
Right. And bring us up to date, if you can, on the numbers in Turkey. There has been a rise in numbers, though not as bad as mainland Europe. But how concerning is it?
Unfortunately, it is quite concerning. In the June, 2 months or 2.5 months before, in June, we came down below 1,000 and coming down to 750s and the less than 10 deaths. But unfortunately, with the increased heat of the better climate, warmer climate, there was a false belief in Turkey that in warm weather the transmission of the virus will slow down. This is not reality, and the people, all the public, came out of a lockdown for the last 2 or 3 months, so they felt a little bit more free. And with those things, we forgot about the necessary steps like masking, social distancing, and the hand hygiene. And in June, there were 4 big exams. There's an increased number of the population moved from one city to another. And in July, they started the holiday season. And in August, we had a big holiday. Again, lots of people traveled around. When we put all those things together, unfortunately, the number has increased up to 1,700, and the death rate up to 60s. So we are trying to recontrol that. It's, as you said, it is less than Central Europe, but it's still a high number, and it's still an important increase. And there are new necessary steps that have been taken by the government now, and we are trying to reach the lay people and repeating that get your mask, keep your distance, and keep your hands clean. And I hope it will work, and we will bring down the number back to less than 1,000 again.
Serhat Unal, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.